Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. So I only have a very few drugstore items here. I have 3 of them, but 2 of them I plan to multitask with. One of them is an actual official multitasker, and the other one we're just going to be trying something out. So it might be a really short and sweet video, but I did try these products out yesterday for the first time, and I thought they looked really pretty, but I want to, of course, wear them a little bit more and see how they go. But right quick, the only thing that I'm wearing so far, I went ahead and applied light foundation, but I'm actually using a concealer. And I used the NYX Wonder Snatch Concealer, and mine is in the shade Fair. But what I did was I mixed it with my Say Glowy Super Gel, and this one is in Rose Glow. I mixed the 2 of these together to give me this really glowy hydrated base, because this on its own is a little too dry for me personally, so I do like to add in my own little extra glow. And for some lip prep, I'm wearing the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, and this one is in Vanilla Beige. And that's everything that I've done so far. But I have 3 products here. The first one is from NYX. This is their Lid Lingerie Matte Eye Pigment, and this one is in the shade Beige Appeal. So they did have shimmers and this matte one, but I really like the shade on this, but I maybe should have went with a shimmer formula, since I kind of really like a one and done to have some shimmer to it. But I did really like the shade because I feel like it's perfect for like a very simple, easy one and done eye. But the tone of it, I'm going to show you a little swatch here. I also wonder if I could use this as a liquid bronzer because of the shade. Now I'm going to swatch it out here so you can see it, and it does have like a little squeezy tube applicator, and there's that shade. Now, does that not look like a bronzer to you? I feel like I can make that work for my skin tone as a bronzer. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work that way, but I figured why not try it out, because if I'm just using this on my eyes, I probably would never like get through it, you know, because you only need just a very little bit because it's very pigmented. So I like finding ways to multitask with makeup products, so I thought this would be a good way to do so. So I am going to take my Refi, this is my dual, I think they call it the dual-sided complexion brush, and let's take a little bit of this and place it on the back of my hand. And we're just going to try it like this. And I'm also going to see if I can take it on my eye like this, the way I would bronzer. Now, yesterday I applied it with my finger, and I did not have any issues with it as far as it blending out. It blended out very easily. But okay, you know what? No, we won't take it all over the eyelid this way. I'll show you actually me using my fingers to apply it on the eye. I did have one little minor crease. It wasn't too much. It actually does look like a really pretty, well, if I can get that one little hair, there we go. It does look like a really pretty light bronzer. I didn't use much here because I just wanted to try it out. I didn't know if you could use it this way, but I was just curious to see if it could be a multitasker, because I do like to multitask makeup products in a lot of ways. That's actually quite pretty. Okay, let me look up close and see if it's, yeah, it looks really nice like that. Okay, and I did take it across the brow as well, kind of the same way I would a bronzer. Now, I'm avoiding the lid as much as possible. I am getting like right in this area, but I'll apply it on the lid with my finger. But going forward, I would actually take a brush and apply it. Now, I know if you're wearing it this way, you would probably fly through this, because honestly, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of product in here. Does it say how much? 0.20 fluid ounces. I'm not exactly sure what like a standard squeezy eyeshadow like that would have. I feel like it's not a lot of product, so if you're using it like this, you probably would really fly through it, but I wouldn't use it like this every time. I just wanted to see if I could. And I actually think it's the perfect tone for my skin tone this way. They did have a shimmer shade that I thought was really pretty, but I kind of went back and forth between this one and that one, so I ultimately wanted to try this one to see how it looked on the eyes. It is pretty on the eyes. I did have some creasing with it yesterday when I applied it, but it was very minor. And one thing I like is you can really sheer it out. If you can see, it's really nicely sheared out. It's not too much. It's just a really pretty soft shade. So when it was on my lid, it just looked like, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. It maybe was like a shade deeper than my eyelid, so it looked almost natural. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe you get what I mean, but I'm also going to apply it in this area too. And look how pretty that is. That's very, very pretty. It's a really nice formula. It blends out very well. You don't need a lot of it. And look how pretty. I really like that. I did not know if it would look good as a bronzer or not, but it absolutely does. So I feel like if you didn't like it on the eyes, like maybe you tried this shade out and you're like, well, I don't really like it for my eyes. If you have a skin tone similar to mine, you might can make it work as a liquid bronzer, because that is pretty. Now I'm going to take just a little teeny dot. You don't need a lot of this for your eyes. I'm talking, that's that little teeny dot right there. And let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Get that crease out of my lid first. And it does look like I just applied my bronzer to my eyelid. So was this shade necessary for me? Of course not, but I mean, none of this makeup was necessary, if we're being honest, but I do like the tone of it. I think it's such a pretty, everyday kind of one and done for me. As you can see, it looks like I've just applied my like a cream bronzer to my eye, which I've really been into that look. And then you can honestly use this as base all on its own and then go in with maybe a sparkly topper shade over the top of it. I might could even take one of my Ilia eyeshadow sticks over it, but I'm just going to show you this by itself, at least first, so you can see it. And it's very easy to blend out. And because of this shade, I find that I don't have to be too careful. Now, I don't know how many shades in total they have, because I was really looking at this one and then a shimmer shade that was like on the lighter side, so I didn't pay attention to the entire range. But for a shade like this, I feel like I don't have to be that careful with it, and it's very pretty. I find that it doesn't really dry down too quickly, so I feel like you have a chance to really work with it. But if you've watched any of my previous videos where I mentioned that I get like a crease with most eyeshadow is like one big crease right in there, that's where this creased on me yesterday. But other than that, it looked really nice. But I think it would make an even better base for other eyeshadows too. I mean, it's pretty all on its own, but I think that it would make a good base for other makeup. I might actually try it, like try one of my Ilia eyeshadow sticks over the top of it. I'm sorry, I don't have a Drugstore eyeshadow stick. I know that ColourPop has some. I've also heard good things about the ones from Moira. I've never tried those as well. So I only have a high-end eyeshadow stick, but I thought maybe I could try that over the top of it and see how it would wear. Because I did wear this on its own yesterday, and you can see it looks like I just have a cream bronzer on my lids, which is why I really like this shade. So, I mean, so far I really like this. I would like to try maybe one of the shimmer ones in the future, but for right now I do like this, and then I can add my own little shimmer sparkle thing over the top. But I do want to go in with the next product first before I move on to applying an eyeshadow stick over the top. Well, actually, oh, you know what? I forgot to apply this product first before I took that on the cheeks, but you know what? It's okay. I think this will work just fine over the top of that bronzer, but I want this underneath the next product. This is from Revolution. This is their Bouncy Glow Putty Highlighter, and this one is in the shade Dawn. Now, I'm not sure if this is new to the market or what. My Walmart just happened to have these, which the Walmart near me never really gets that much new makeup, so that's why I guess it's new to the market, but then it might not be. This might just be new to me, but this is a really pretty, and it is absolutely like a putty texture. This is a pretty shade. Honestly, I might try to apply this over the top instead of going in with the Ilia eyeshadow sticks, because look how pretty that is. It's like so stunning. I did wear this also yesterday, so this is more of like a second impressions kind of video, because I did wear all three of these products yesterday, but I just was pretty impressed when I tried them out yesterday, so I wanted to try them again here for a video for YouTube. Now, I found that this applied better with my finger, and then I took a brush to kind of go over it. I forgot, and I already went in with bronzer, but it's okay. Well, bronzer, but we'll see now how it'll apply over the top. But it is like a putty texture to it, so maybe you can, let me kind of Maybe you can see that, what I mean, if you haven't tried this. It is very pretty. I might actually try this on the eyes. So I'm going to pick up some of this, and now I know I'm already glowy. I think it's really pretty. It adds kind of, I think you could build it up to be a little bit more if you wanted to, but I like that you have the option to keep it subtle. Now I know I was already glowy, so let's see if you can kind of see a difference between this side with nothing on it, and then this is the side. I think you can see the difference. Yeah, this one, this is like a goldish kind of shade, and I'm just taking this brush from Versed. This is their Perfector brush, and just kind of lightly tapping it because it is like a putty, so it does apply better with your finger. And then I did this yesterday with it, just take a brush and pat over it. I don't know, I just thought it was really pretty. Some more over here. And take that brush and just very lightly kind of press it. I'm not swiping, I'm just kind of pressing over it. It is pretty. I'd like to see this on the inner corner, and it didn't do anything weird over the top of that. Well, it's an eyeshadow, but I'll say bronzer. It didn't do anything weird over the top of that. It applied nicely. Now, I'm someone that I like to apply highlighter before I go in with blush, but I mean, I know you could put this probably over the top of a blush as well. But I don't know, I thought this was really pretty. Actually, do I want to? Okay, maybe I should go in with the next item first, and then we might press some of that on the actual eyelid. The next thing is also from Revolution. This is their Bouncy Pudding Cheek and Lip Tint, and this one is in Peach Veil. Now, this has, okay, that's what the outside looks like, and then when you first open it, it has like a little applicator, because you can apply this on your cheeks and your lips, so I like that they did that. And then there is the shade. And when I tell you this is extremely pigmented, it is so pigmented. I first swatched it and applied it yesterday and I couldn't believe it. It's very much like a moussey matte texture. Maybe you can see. It's like that blurred matte look. You know, that kind of look for your lips. And this is just one little dot on my finger. It's very, very pigmented, so I feel like you could definitely build this up. I think they had maybe 4 or 5 shades. It's really pretty though. So I'm going to go in with the fluffier side of this Perfector brush, and I'm just going to tap twice into that and really press that off on the back of my hand. You can see right there. Really kind of press it into that brush because it is kind of that matte texture. So I feel like if you're not spreading it evenly in the brush, I feel like it might look patchy. I don't know that, I shouldn't say that, but just when I'm first pressing it on the back of my hand, I feel like you definitely need to do that in order to work it evenly into the brush. I could be wrong though. I'm also going to take it just a little bit on the outer half of the eye, not like all the way in, just in this part right here. But it's so pretty. It is very easy to work with, but I feel like you could definitely tap this brush in a couple more times and build up the pigment, especially the way it looks in a swatch. But it's such a pretty shade. Now, yesterday and also today, I'm wearing it over a much more glowy face of makeup because I did add in that Say Glowy Super Gel, and then the highlighter is also underneath it, but you might can make this look a little bit more matte. It does look like that soft blurred matte finish. It's very pretty though. It's a very, very pretty shade. They had another one that I was also looking at, and I think that one was called Nude something. That might be another one that I'd want to just at least see the shade maybe online. Because I feel like between this one and that one, that'd probably be the ones that I would like the most. I don't remember all of the shades. And I don't know if that's all of them. The Walmart near me only had like 4 shades, I believe. There might be more than that. But it's very, very pretty. It's so pretty on the skin. And I was really impressed with, honestly, all 3 of these yesterday. I thought they all looked really pretty on the skin. I really like that highlighter. And I'm not a big highlighter person. I mean, I think it's pretty, but I don't always wear it. Usually the highlighters in my collection I end up wearing as eyeshadows. Now, because of its texture, it probably would really crease on your eye, but I mean, everything now creases on my eyes for the most part, and I'm also not going in with an extra like eyeshadow primer. I just use my concealer. So keep that in mind as well. But I just think this is so, so pretty. I mean, look how stunning that is. And I love that you can still see that highlighter and that glow underneath. That's more of my preference. I do like to see a nice glow to my skin. But I feel like this is one that if you have more matte products underneath, you can keep this fairly matte, because that's basically, it doesn't really say. No, it doesn't say. It just, okay. I thought it might say whether it's like a matte finish, but that's what it looks like in a swatch. It's so pretty. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of powder. This one is in my everyday makeup drawer. This is from Wet n Wild. This is their setting powder with kuromi, which is just that lilac-y setting powder. It has some shimmer in it, so I'm just going to lightly set my T-zone with this. Now that I have the powder on, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows as well with the Kosas Brow Pot Pencil and the Merit Brow Gel. Also some products in my everyday makeup drawer. Okay, so let's try this Revolution highlighter on the eyes. I know it's going to crease, obviously, because it is this bouncy, kind of moussey, I don't say, well, maybe moussey, I don't know if that's the right word. This, well, they call it a putty, they have putty texture, so I know it's going to crease, but I just want to see it on the eye, and I also want to see how that NYX would work as a base. Of course, I will continue testing these products out and update you with any changes. I just want to see how this works on the eyes. That's very pretty on the eye. It's very subtle. And of course, I will continue to test the NYX product out with other eyeshadow, like maybe even some sparkly topper shades, like actual powder eyeshadow, not anything like this, but for the sake of this video and testing some stuff out, why not try this highlighter on the eyes? Yeah, that's very pretty. It's very nice and just subtle. Just a little something on the eyelids. I definitely like when I can multitask makeup products like that. And just for some mascara, I'm going in with the Kosas Soul Gazer mascara. This one is I think I got this with points from Sephora a while back, and if you haven't seen it, that's what that wand looks like. And I've been testing this out because I just recently opened it. So far, I really do like it, but I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And then we're going to move on. I'm going to show you this Revolution product on the lips. So you can kind of see it's a very natural looking mascara. It doesn't give a lot of volume or anything. It just gives me a little bit of length. So I feel like with a makeup like this though, it's perfect because I'm not really wearing a lot of makeup. Now we're going to go back into this Revolution Bouncy Pudding Cheek and Lip Tint, and I'm going to take that little applicator here, which is like a silicone-y kind of applicator, and I'm going to pick some of this up with that. And I'm going to show this to you on the lips. And it's very, very pretty. You can see right there. It'd probably be better if you went in with a lip liner first, but I'm just trying to show you this by itself. And that is it on the lips. It's very pretty. It's like that soft blurred matte finish. So kind of like if you've ever tried the Merit Signature Lip, I think, what are those called? The lip blush or something, that I really like those. That's kind of what this is. The Violette FR Bisou Bombs, if you've ever tried that soft matte blurred finish, that's exactly what this is like. Now, I did wear this yesterday. It doesn't last that long on the lips. It will fade, obviously, off, but it doesn't really bother me personally. But if you are looking for longevity, I don't know if you would exactly get that from this, because on me it faded off, I won't say right away, but it's not going to last all day long. You would have to reapply it if it's something that you want on your lips, but it is very pretty. I really do like it. Okay, so you definitely don't want to apply the putty thing to your eyes because that's creased quite badly. But I mean, I kind of knew that going forward. I just wanted to try it out on the eyes just to see if you could, but that creased pretty badly. So yeah, I would say avoid the highlighter on the eyes because yeah, it creased, but I was just wanting to see. I will try that NYX product out with regular, like some of my powder eyeshadows or my eyeshadow sticks from Ilia. I will of course try that out with it as well. But the actual product here, the Lid Lingerie Matte Eye Pigment, I do like it, and I also really love it as a bronzer. I honestly think I like it more as a bronzer than an eyeshadow because of the tone. The shade is perfect for my skin tone. It just looks like a very natural bronzy look, but it is very pretty on the eye. It is one that, like I said, I'll test it out with other products and report back, but right now I do like it. I think it's really pretty. It does crease on me, like I said, but this by itself was just very minor. Now what's creasing all over my lids right now is that highlighter. That was the wrong move on my part, but I just wanted to try something out. But I'll keep testing this out, but right now I do like it. The Revolution Bouncy Glow Putty Highlighter in Dawn. This is very, very pretty on the cheeks. Definitely not for the eyes, but I mean, I should have done that with the texture, but hey, we're trying things out. We're just having some fun. This is very, very pretty. I think this is just really stunning. They did have one shade that was kind of a pinky shade. I kind of almost got that one because I wondered if it would look more like a blush lighter on me, but I didn't get it because I didn't know if it would work that way or not. I don't know. Some of those shades will and some won't, so I didn't buy that one. But this one's very, very pretty. I really love the way it looks underneath this blush. It's just stunning. It's like a really pretty tone too, like that soft kind of, I don't want to say full-on gold, maybe like a champagne, kinda. Maybe that's a better word for it, but it's very, very pretty on the skin. Really like this. Well, in this area, definitely not for the eyes. And the Revolution Bouncy Pudding Cheek and Lip Tint in Peach Veil. I like this as well. I think this is also really, really pretty on the cheeks. And it is pretty on the lips, it just doesn't last. But if that doesn't bother you, it's not, then it won't be a big deal. But this is really pretty. And I think that if you wore more mattifying products underneath, you could probably make it look more of like that soft matte blurred finish. Now I personally like the extra glow, that's just what I'm looking for in my makeup, but I think you probably could keep this more matte if you wanted to. But I really love the shade. I think it's so, so pretty. Has just that nice warmth to it that I just think is stunning, especially for right now during the summertime. So far I like the three of these. I will continue to test them out and see how they wear, of course, in the future and provide any updates in future videos. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already. And make sure you hit the bell icon so you are alerted to all my future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly. All of these products will be listed and linked for you below, as well as in the YouTube shopping tag feature, and if you click through and purchase, I do earn a small commission. And if you choose to do so, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!